when you give a woman attention and love, every other thing will be added onto you. You don't know?
I know you could be my remedy.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing my face for the first time, welcome. My name is Laifa and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. So today's video is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be reviewing this gorgeous hair right here from Isee hair. I'm going to leave all the details in the description box below. So I've already proceeded to prep the hair and everything. So right now I'm going to allow you guys watch how I prepped this hair and got it to this level. Then I'll be right back to get into the juicy part of this video. right, so welcome back. So I've taken the hair out of the mannequin head. It's a deep wave hair, and you guys know I love my curly units. So I'm just going to proceed to put this on. All right, let us get into blue therapy. First of all, when I first saw this thing, I think the very first clip that made me know about blue therapy was the clip where Jamal was telling Deborah, what do you bring to the table? And then she was like, huh? That's disrespectful. He was like, did I stutter? Oh my God, I watched that clip so many times. Then I went to the comment section and realized that it was a show. And I was like, I did my research, you know, and later found the show on Trend Central on YouTube, and I went, and I think at that time there were like 2 episodes out already. I watched 2 of them back to back. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me, go follow me, like Choma. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know and remember the day that I was ranting. Like, I was ranting, serious ranting. Like, I was so triggered. I was so triggered. I'm going to proceed to put this hair on. A big shout out to Isee Hair for sponsoring today's video. So as we can see, it's way too light for my skin tone. So I'm going to proceed to put my foundation shade on the lace so it can match my skin properly. So I'm going to use the foundation I used for my face, which is the Huda Beauty stick foundation. I'm going to apply this on the lace so it can match me perfectly. Yeah, like I was saying, like I was disturbing everybody on Instagram. I'm sure people on my Instagram be like, why is this taking this thing so personal? Like, I was so triggered when I saw those first 2 episodes, and I almost wanted to make, I know I'm late on this bandwagon, I'm sure so many people have done so many reaction videos to this blue therapy, but this is the first time I'm sitting down to film in months. I've mostly been vlogging, like I haven't sat down to, you know, gist with you guys like this in a very long time, and I'm pretty psyched. This is going to be fun, so stay tuned. Yeah, so like I was saying, first things first, I was very triggered, and I started, if you see me, there's nothing that I didn't, I went to find all of them's Instagram. I dig. I was just going down that rabbit hole, like that whole day. I was obsessed, like that's all I did with myself that day. I'm not going to lie to you. And it was a Sunday, so, oh my God. My first reaction was, this cannot be real. I refuse to believe that it was real. Till today, I don't believe that it was real. I feel like it's staged. And I think it is staged because I read an interview where Andy, the director, was saying that the therapist is an actress. So I calmed down. I calmed down a bit when I heard that it was staged. I'm not 100% sure, but I would like to believe that it was staged. So anyways, I will still give a massive, very big, massive shout out to the director Andy, because this show has sparked up a very, very, very large conversation on the internet right now, and I think that that's good because these conversations need to be had because these are things that are happening. It's not fiction. So yeah, this is the reality. These are things that are happening in our society. So a big shout out to the director Andy, because in my opinion, this show is awesome, amazing. So you can see that it matches me perfectly now. So I'm going to go into my manicure scissors and cut off the excess lace. So I have my notes. I'm very serious with this video, very, very serious. Like I already screenshotted, more like screen recorded the parts that I would like to touch on in this video. I'm not going to play the whole because there are 4 episodes, but I feel like this video is going to be very lengthy if I talk about all 4 videos. So I decided to touch on only the first 2 episodes. So I'm thinking if you guys enjoy this one, the next one I could even do another one with my sister, one of my sisters, if you guys like this kind of videos. So I'm just going to play a couple clips from the episodes and touch on the one I want to talk on. So I'm going to touch on, because there were 2 relationships in this video, I'm going to touch on the first couple before I move to the second couple. So the first couple I'm going to touch on is Jamal and Deborah.
We plan to go on like date nights or we go church together every 2 weeks. He's always late. When I address him, he's unable to communicate and explain like why he's late or give me a heads up for being late. So yeah, that's a problem for me. I feel like he's always late when it comes to something that we're doing. I don't feel like he respects my time. I don't think Jamal has ever been late to a client's Zoom meeting, but why is it when it's Deborah time he's late?
So that was my first problem with Jamal. Why on earth? See, nobody likes to be kept waiting. Even someone that is a perpetual late comer does not like to be kept waiting. And my first impression of Jamal was he's the one that suggested they go to therapy, yeah? And the first session, first impression, he was late. Why was he late? I found that so annoying, and I wouldn't have even found it as annoying as I did if, you know, it wasn't a normal thing. But according to Deborah, it's normal for Jamal to be late. And then she said that when it comes to, because he's into fitness, that when it comes to his clients, he's never late. That means like he doesn't respect her, in my opinion. And it's not a one-time thing. It's something that he does frequently. So
Denise is the situation. So originally the time was for 8 p.m. Then I realized I double booked with another client.
Why are you double booking?
Yeah, that's already an issue.
Yes.
We had pre-planned that we were going to meet up because as of recent, we haven't been seeing each other as often because Jamal's taken on more clients.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
But we had pre-agreed that we were going to see each other on this particular day. Why are you double booking?
So yeah, he said life happens, that he double booked. You plan your time. A business person plans your time, especially when you're working with time, like this client booked so and so time. So you definitely plan ahead of time. How do you overbook when you know that we're supposed to have a date? And that was not even just my annoying part about him. The fact that he wouldn't let her know prior to the time. He would let her know maybe 5 minutes to when they were supposed to see. And if it's something that he does once, twice, life does happen, really. But when it's a regular thing, I don't like that at all. Then his defense was that Deborah is just being controlling, that life happens, Deborah is being controlling. Her requesting, because in the beginning, let me tell you, I was actually on Deborah's side. Let me be honest with you. If you haven't seen this thing, you need to go watch it. In the beginning, I was on Deborah's side because he didn't even think that there was a problem with her requesting that he values her time. In my opinion, he's even supposed to value her time more than his clients. So I'm actually going to lay this down just a bit. You can definitely wear this as a glueless wig if that's what you want to. But I want to lay this down. Not like I'm going to wear it tomorrow, but like I want it to be flat and secure. Let me take some nice pictures. It's been a while since I took some cute pictures for Instagram. I'm going to allow this dry down a bit to get tacky before I put it down. All right, so the next point we're going to is this one. So you guys just listen.
Literally in love with social media. There's this new app called Clubhouse. I don't know if you've heard about it. This guy loves the app so much. I actually wish the app was not invented. I would call Jamal after a long day and we haven't spoken for a whole day. And he has Clubhouse in the background. Like, he'd literally call me on his MacBook so that he can have Clubhouse in the background and then we'll have a separate conversation. Like, that's just too much.
How does that make you feel when you've got Clubhouse going and you're on the phone as well?
I mean, if I haven't spoken to you all day, like, am I not important? Like, you know that I go bed early, so I'm literally going to take 20 minutes of your time.
Let's be real, ladies. We get where she's coming from. I really don't like it when I'm having a conversation with someone on the phone and the person is not paying attention. And see, one thing about this whole social media thing with her and her boyfriend, the guy is, he markets his business on social media. And that's one thing I feel like people who have a 9-to-5 job and people who don't, they don't really get it. According to him, social media is like 80% work and 20% pleasure. But she didn't want to get it from that point of view. I've realized that people that do a 9-to-5 and people who are entrepreneurs, they don't really get it. When you do 9 to 5, you close off work at 5 and that's it. But when you're an entrepreneur, you don't really have closing time. And now he's saying that he works with people in different continents, different time zones. So, and he has started taking on way more bookings than he usually does. And that's understandable. That's actually understandable. But she was not saying it from his point of view at all. Like, even when there was a part where he mentioned that he works with people in different time zone, and the way she just squeezed her face, like she just rolled her eyes, like, ugh. I actually understand that point of view. Like, after she closes from work by 5, that's all she has to do that day concerning work. But he still has more things to do. Like, there's no closing time for us. Look at me now, what's the time? This is 5 o'clock. I'm still working. How many things have I done today? I've attended to clients, and here I am. There are times that I work till early hours of the morning. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use elastic band to tie it down. I'm going to take a bit of my face powder to emphasize the parting space. So yeah, like I was saying, at the same time, I understand. See, women, I'm always saying this, like, women were very easy to understand. Like, you can just tell that all she's asking for is attention. Do you know how annoying it is when you're with a guy and he's pressing his phone? That thing is so annoying. So your phone is more important than me. Hey God, see, I'm a very needy girlfriend though. I'm not even going to lie to you. Maybe that's why I was kind of understanding her point of view, because I'm a needy girlfriend. I can't be talking to you, I can't be with you, and then you are watching Clubhouse. Like, there's a time for everything. I'm not saying we're not going to talk 24 hours in the day. Do you get what I'm saying? So for that little short time that we are together, I mean, I don't even understand when I see people go out on a date. You go out and you see people, and then that's why I don't even like birthday dinners. Like, even forget romantic relationships in general. I don't like when I see people go out and they're on their phone throughout. Like, can you spend quality time together? This is our generation. We don't know how to be present. We don't know how to. It's so, I find it really, really offensive. That's why I don't really like to have a birthday dinner, because when you see people have birthday dinners, everybody just sitting down and they're on their phone throughout. That's not my idea of fun. Like, I would literally have a party and say, everybody drop your phones at the door. Like, my sister went for a party like that and she was like, oh, that was rubbish. But I completely get it. Drop your phones at the door, come and have a good time. By the time you are done, you can always go back to your phone. Your phone will always be there, it's not going anywhere. So I'm digressing, back to this.
But I don't think it's about Clubhouse. I feel like Deborah she wants attention, I guess. So her being clingy here and there is cute, but she just needs to relax. I think she's getting a bit jealous, maybe.
They've been together a year, yeah? So you already understand your girlfriend. You already understand your girlfriend's love language. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not in the relationship. I always say that it's only the two people in the relationship that know what's up in that relationship. No other person can understand the relationship except for the two people inside. But, like, is she wanting attention 24/7? No. So for that little time that she wants that attention, can't you just give it to her in the Clubhouse? I don't even know what that Clubhouse thing is. I've heard about it here, but like, I don't even, like, I'm ready. It's not even easy to handle YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and I can add another one. He said her wanting attention means that she's clingy. Then, see, that's why I always say incompatibility. It's okay for her to want attention. If that's not the kind of person that you rather be with, then find someone else. Like, it's okay for her to want attention, and it's okay for him to not think it's okay for her to want that much attention. I don't know if that makes sense. He can be with someone else that doesn't want attention, and two of them will just gel well together. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if... Let me know in the comment section below if you understand what I just said. I'm actually going to go into an iron to really flatten it. So I'm going to proceed to take out the elastic band. So yeah, that is it for this install. You don't even need to go through as much processes as I went through, to be honest. I was just doing the most, but you can definitely just put the wig on. You don't even necessarily need to do baby hairs if you don't want to, and that is it. Like, you don't need to do so much. Let me just spray the center down like so. That's it for this hair install. Let me proceed to put on my earrings. Let me look cute for this video. All right, so your girl is ready and done with this install. Put my earrings on, I'm feeling cute. So like I said, the hair is from Isee hair. I'm going to leave all the details of the hair in my description box below. It's their deep curly hair. This is my favorite kind of hair texture, deep curly hair texture. That's my favorite type. I feel so pretty. All right, so let's move into the second point that I didn't like about Deborah.
Like, it's ridiculous, so childish. Like, if Max's mum was doing something, he would just admit it's not that serious.
We're not going to do comparisons.
Max's boyfriend, we speak a lot, as you know. Wait, me and Max speak a lot, isn't it? Like, she told me that when she addresses a situation, he's able to acknowledge it and he just moves on. Do you get what I mean?
I couldn't care less about your friend's boyfriend, this and that.
Well, maybe you should chat to him a bit more.
How about this? Yeah, don't compare me. Like, I've had enough with your conversation with your friends, talking about our sex life, our family life, this. It needs to stop now. Deborah does this thing that I actually hate. Like, she loves comparing me to other people, other guys. Like, no one likes getting compared to other people. Like, why would you do? I've had this conversation enough times. Honestly, just needs to stop. It pisses me off so much, like.
So this was where I started to really dislike Deborah. Like, let's be honest, yeah? Women, I don't know about guys. I'm sure guys do talk to their friends also about their relationships, but we women, we do talk about our relationships with our friends. To be honest, our very good friends. Emphasis on very close friends, not just random acquaintances. And it's not even everything that you talk about with these friends. We know that we do these things. It's a thing that women do, but it's not something that you're supposed to now go and be rubbing in your partner's face. Like, your partner doesn't need to know that you're telling your friends, my guy is very but the fact that she kept on telling him, the fact that she kept on bringing her friend's boyfriend was so disrespectful. There is one thing I hate in this life, and that's comparison. Not even necessarily just about relationships, romantic relationships, even in life, even in family, even in career, everything. I hate when people compare. And the thing is that you don't even know everything that's going on in your friend's relationship. It's not everything that she's telling you. Even your best friend is not everything that she's telling you about her relationships. People tell people what they want to tell them, and there are some they keep to themselves. Do you get? So this our friend might be, making her own man seem like the perfect guy, and then she's now expecting all those things from her own man. It's okay to want certain things from your man, but it's not okay for you to now be telling him to his face, comparing him and saying, oh, this person is more, this person does this, you don't do that. Don't do that. My problem with this girl, even when she was trying to make valid points, her approach was so bad, her approach was so wrong, and she's so rude. Like, this guy is rude though. If you not watch this thing, like, pay attention to her mannerisms, her facial expressions. She was very rude. Like, there's supposed to be respect in a relationship, even if you are older than your man. Like, he's still your man. He's still your man. There should be that respect. Like, everything that comes up from his mouth, even when he's trying to let her know how he feels about certain things, the way she would just do her face, like, she's so rude. That's a no-no in a relationship. Comparing your partner to your friend's partner is a no-no in a relationship, in my opinion. All right, so let's move to the last and final points from this relationship.
So being a provider, I provide for her, of course, but I feel like with her high expectations and the things that she expects from me is going above and beyond the person that I probably am. So an example was, okay, I got a Gucci bag. As soon as, 2 weeks, she was talking about, let's go to Greece for her birthday and stuff. I was thinking, I've just literally got an expensive gift.
Exactly my point. You know, my problem with Deborah, I felt like I don't know her. This is just my reaction to the clips that I saw. I felt like she was just being really shallow. In the beginning, I was understanding her because, let's be honest, every lady wants to be pampered. Every lady wants a man that will buy her stuff, treat her good, treat her like a princess. But like the whole first two, even into the third episode, that's all she was talking about. Buying her gifts, buying her expensive gifts, not just gifts, expensive gifts. Like, even when they asked her, are you talking about receiving gifts in general or about the amount of the gifts? She said the both. So that means it's not just, oh my God, my man did something sweet for me. My man got me a nice gift, a thoughtful gift. It doesn't even have to be something expensive. Let's say, for example, my plant died. Oh, my man saw that my plant died. He bought me a new one. It might even be fucking cheap, but the thought is what counts. But for her, no. It's expensive gifts. She needs them to be expensive. If not, she's not going to appreciate them. So, and let's be honest, that is not a sustainable lifestyle. Buying expensive gifts all the time is not sustainable. There was a part she was talking about a bucket hat. I literally went to go and check for the price of that bucket hat. It was $500. $500. It's fine though. It's fine for you to want expensive things, but that's not a sustainable lifestyle. If you are planning to, work towards a future goal, you can't be spending like that all the time. And that's what she wants. She doesn't want it to be maybe once a month. She wants it to be a weekly thing. And that's where I had a problem with. And her sense of entitlement was out of this world. Like, I feel like she expects so much from this man. And he even was honest enough to say, oh, she's going above and beyond in the things that she requires of him, that he's trying to work towards a future, he's trying to buy a house. The girl is actually been an anchor, let's be honest, because she was not even trying to see things from his point of view at all. She said that him wanting a house is his excuse not to give her expensive gifts. Are you kidding me? Are you not even supposed to be happy that you are with a man that has a head on his head? A head on his shoulder, sorry. You're supposed to be happy with that, but no, you're not. All you care about is expensive gifts. Even when he was bringing about future talks, I mean, this is a guy that's been talking about the future, but that's another thing that I didn't even like about the guy. I feel like sometimes men will just stay and just make plans on their own. So when you're not including your partner feels like the partner doesn't know what's going on. But like, if you're including her and letting her know, and sit down and have a communication with her, if you sit down and actually have this conversation with her, I feel like she'll be more understanding. So maybe to herself, she doesn't know that he has all these plans. Another thing that I feel is the both of them are in different places in their life. I feel like what Deborah needs is a sugar daddy. That's the honest truth. Because the things that she wants, you can't be expecting all that from a 27-year-old man that is struggling to make something of himself. She needs a sugar daddy, and I don't even think that she's ready to be in a serious relationship, to be honest with you. I think she wants to be a baby girl for life, and that's okay. That's okay. When I was 23, I was not ready to get married. Like, even when I was 20, there was a guy that wanted to marry me today, take me abroad with him, but like, I was scared of the concept of marriage at that age. I feel like the age that she's in now, she does not want anything serious. She wants to just enjoy life. So she should be with someone that will help her enjoy life. That's where compatibility comes in. I feel like people should be with people that complement, them. People that they have the same mindset, they share the same goals and aspirations. Oh, I just realized that I have one very, very important point that I didn't talk about when it comes to this two people's relationship. So he asked her what she brings to the table. So I told you guys that was what made me intrigued to watch this show. I don't know why she was being so defensive. It was really funny to me how defensive she got when he asked her what she was bringing to the table. If she's confident in what she brings to the table, she should have answered that question without even getting upset. But she got really upset. She felt so attacked. Why did you feel so attacked? If you are confident in what you bring to the relationship, you will not be as offended as she was. I feel like she's a spoiled child. She honestly is very spoiled, and she kept on emphasizing on the point that her dad treated her like a princess growing up. He took her everywhere she needed to go. Even if she could drive herself, he would drive her. He always got her gifts. So she expects that from a man. So that's the standard that she has created for herself, and that's fine. It's fine that she created that standard for herself. But the same way she was raised to have that standard, she should have also been raised to not depend on a man. You should be able to do all that for yourself, you know? Don't expect all of that from a man. If you want that $500 bucket hat, go get it. You don't have to depend on a man to get it for you. So now let's move into the very interesting one, Paul and Choma. First of all, Choma is so freaking beautiful. Please, what's she doing with that guy? That guy is a narcissistic, egotistical asshole. Oh my god, that guy triggered me so much. He's an egomaniac. I was so mad. Like, that guy made me have different faces of madness. I was pissed. First of all, he speaks to Choma in a very condescending manner, and he's so dismissive of her feelings, so insensitive. Choma will say one thing and he will hear another thing. No, I need to play some clips for you guys to see.
So to me, Paul is very image. He puts too much emphasis on how people perceive us as a couple, how he's perceived as an individual and how I'm perceived as an individual.
And that's one thing. I understand him putting a lot of emphasis on how people view their relationship, but I'm one of those people that don't really care. I don't really care. What is between both of us is more important than what other people think. He should place more emphasis on trying to make the relationship work, as opposed to trying to make the relationship appear a certain way for people that's, you know, on the outside. This Paul guy is very arrogant, and I dislike arrogant guys with a passion. And she has been dating him for 3 years. I don't know how she managed to stay 3 years with this guy. Let's be honest, relationship is an investment. You've invested your time, your love, your energy, your emotions, everything into this relationship. So it might be difficult for you to let go, even when you know, when it's glaring that this isn't working out. I feel like that's what's going on here, to be honest with you. I feel like that's what's going on here. Because if you watch this video, trust me, there's not one thing that you're going to like about this guy she's dating. He doesn't spend quality time with her. He's more interested in his image than the relationship. The way this guy talks, hey God, you think he's Jeff Bezos or the owner of Apple, or, you know, one very rich, wealthy billionaire. The way he talks, if you give this guy billions, if you make this guy a billionaire, hey Jesus, nobody's going to hear what in this life. Because even with the little money, I'm not saying his money he has is small, but like, he's not as wealthy as he puts himself out to be. If you count the number of times he mentioned, I work with high net worth individuals. If you count the number of times he said that in this video, calm down, bro, calm down. Oh, Jesus, see, humility is such a sexy virtue on a guy. Nobody wants all this nonsense. Like, I'd rather not even know that you are wealthy until I see it with my eyes. I don't need you to tell me. Calm down. This guy is too arrogant. Jesus. Like, he doesn't value our opinion. Like, Choma is trying to explain to him how she feels about certain things. And hey God, this guy is here, like, she'll finish saying something, his interpretation of what she said is totally off. It's like she's saying one thing and he's hearing another thing. Like, he's choosing what he wants to hear from what she said. He does not want to understand from her point of view, and that's really bad. And I really like Choma for one thing. She was very articulate in voicing out her feelings, and that's one thing that I really admired about Choma, the fact that she was able to articulate her feelings very well. And because that's something that I struggle with personally, not just in romantic relationships, in my relationships with other people. And according to her, if not for this therapy, like, every time she tries to talk to him, he always dies it. So this therapy is the first time that she's able to really voice out her feelings very well. So he's trying to if you leave Paul, I feel like Paul just wanted a calm, quiet mouse, a housewife. And that was one thing that he also talked about. He's trying to make her into something that she's not, which is where I had a problem with. She doesn't want to be a housewife, but left to him, he wants a quiet housewife that will just be there cooking, cleaning, doing everything for him. He'll just go bring the paper. Very old school traditional guy, and that's fine. There are women that will gladly come and be a housewife, do everything, treat him like a king that he is, There's a woman for him that will do that. Choma needs to be with someone that would appreciate her. I screen recorded different clips that I wanted to touch on, but this video is already becoming too long and I wouldn't want this video to be extremely long, but I would have really liked to touch on there's so many topics to touch on in this episode. So many, like even one episode, you have like 10 different things to touch on because they both want different things. Paul wants a housewife that's not doing anything. Like he legit said it. Let me play one part that he legit said that's what he wanted.
With myself, I'm an earner. Do you understand? I will go out and I will come back and I'm bringing the bacon for real. Do you understand? If that's the case and I'm able to provide for the both of us and kids in the future from now, why would she stress herself being out trying to earn the same thing that I already have? Sit down. Let's figure out something. I would have come home with a check and say, babe, how should we invest this?
And
do you see how this guy talks? He's so full of himself. I've never seen a guy like this in my life. Like when I see things like this, I just feel like this is just movies. These things happen in the movies, but they actually happen in real life, and it's amazing to me. Like this is one human being with all of this. Only you, Mr. Paul. Like I feel like these two people, they're not compatible. The two couples, they're not compatible at all. So I feel like they have no business being together. And if they really do want to be together, they need to sit down, have a conversation, and compromise. Otherwise, I feel like these relationships, they have no business being together. You know what? Let me not only talk about Paul's bad side. There was something he mentioned that I thought was a really genius idea. So the lady, but even though that wasn't the answer to the question that the therapist asked him, what do they do together? What they do together. He said, what the answer required was, maybe they go bowling together, they do movie night. That was the kind of response I was expecting. But my guy said they do a monthly couples review, like they review how the relationship is going. Like I thought that was a genius idea because two people might be in a relationship and they think it's working, but it's not working really. Because take for example now, at the beginning of the episode, Paul was surprised when Choma was saying some kind of things. So he's not even aware of all these things. So in his mind, their relationship is working. So I was thinking that in that couples review, they'll be having that conversation. But no, according to Choma, the only thing they talk about is their finances. And that's all he feels they should talk about. Like he sees a relationship as a partnership. According to Choma, she was like, she's not wood. Yes, she's not wood. See, we're not complicated human beings the way guys are always making it seem like women are so complicated. We are not complicated. We just want to be loved. We want attention. We want love. When you give a woman attention and love, every other thing will be added onto you. You don't know? Respect her, love her, show her care, show her attention, and she will on her own submit and respect you and treat you like a king. If you're treating her like a queen, she will treat you like a king. Simple. Let me say something that our pastor always says. He says that press down, shaking together, running over. If you give a woman a house, she'll give you a home. If you give her this, I'm not really explaining it the way he says it, but you get what I mean. If you give her love, respect, she will give you back. Press down, shaking together, running over here, something like that. That's how he says it. But that's the truth. So I actually did like that idea of couples review in relationships. I think that would help. So yeah, I think that's the most that I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm sure that this video is already really long. I apologize. This video was supposed to be like 20 minutes, but I'm sure it's like 30 minutes at this point. I'm thinking of doing a video with my sister Deborah a day after tomorrow, so maybe we would do a reaction to maybe episode 4 or episode 3. So let me know in the comment section below. Have you seen it? What are your thoughts? Let me know. I would really like this conversation to continue in the comment section below, because I really want to know people's thoughts and opinions on the show. I would like to hear different people's points of view, different people's perspective and opinions. So yeah, like I said, this video was sponsored by Isee hair. I think the hair is beautiful, gorgeous. You can see it by yourself. You can see it with your 2 eyes. So yeah, I'm going to leave all the details in my description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. We are praying to get to at least 300k before the year runs out. 70k to go. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
So nice if I just could let you in.